Good morning, everyone. We'll see if anybody is coming. All right. Notification is gone for the fact that I'm live. Right. All right. So, just want to let you know today is a new day. Bomi Suthi api එකතුනාට ඩනුත් එක විනාඩි 10ක්වත් නෑ ෂෝ එකේ මම බොමි සූති කියනෝනි Vita White අපේ ස්පොන්සර්ස්ලා you get a chance to enjoy no dark circle, no pigmentation, great energizing skin every single day when you wake up, only thanks to our friends at Vita White. You can now try it out with amazing benefits like vitamin C, vitamin E. It works so great with your skin. You can see the change every single day. So there's amazing things happening and you don't want to say no to it. Now, today on the show, I'm going to be speaking to somebody who's absolutely gorgeous, very kind, and super talented. So I would like you would have seen her in your news feed every day. එයාගේ මූණ දකින්න නැතුව නිවුස් ෆීඩ් එක උස්සන්නත් බෑ because එයා වට පිටේම ඉන්නවා. එයා කවුද කියලා දන්නවා අන්න. දැන් මූණ හම්බුණා. Roshini, how are you? Is that your cat in the back?
Sorry, Harley Quinn is making a guest appearance. She's
Hi,
the
Harley
real
Quinn.
star of the show. Hi, Danu.
All my pariahs, let's put it that way, pariahs have left the building.
Oh my gosh, why?
They have all gone away. They've all left. They're like, this man is just here today. All right. So I'm sure you will know Roshini from stage. It could be on your news feed for so many fashion brands. She has done multiple things, and what's amazing is from the first day I met Roshini to now, she looks the same or even better, which is like a problem for me because like I'm like, what in the world? What is this you are on? But that's well done, Roshini. You look amazing.
Thank you. All natural, no enhancements. Just
no, none of those injections
don't
have
believe
gone
in any of it. Don't believe in fairness creams, none of that. Just trying to eat healthy, enjoy life, do what I enjoy doing.
That's amazing. All right, so today both of us decided to sit in our own beds and do this. So this is actually my perfect spot because it gives me good lighting and a place to keep my phone.
Yeah, you're great.
Yeah. So Roshini, let's start off now. You have such a busy modeling career, but I don't think it was a path that you wanted to ever take. It just happened by accident.
It wasn't. It actually wasn't. Interestingly, a lot of people, I think, assume that would be the natural, like I would have a natural inclination to do only that. So I remember people would, even like close friends back then were like, oh yeah, you should go into modeling full time and become a professional model. And I said, well, the problem with me is, or I don't think it's a problem, but I love to do so many things that I was like, I'll just try a little bit of everything and then see what I really want to do.
Correct.
And I call
that's
modeling
a side
tall,
and everybody's like, tall girl.
Yeah.
We don't get tall girls.
I mean, it's easy to box you in, but I just want to challenge myself and be like, no, I'm not taking the easy path. I'm not saying modeling is easy. It's not as glamorous as it looks. But I definitely want to challenge myself mentally, physically, and on so many other levels.
Yeah, that's amazing. But Roshini, tell me, a lot of people don't believe me when I say, when you go for a shoot, it's a lot of work. One, you have to watch what you're eating for that day at least, otherwise your stomach is going to like bulge out. Anyway, out for me, but it's mostly out all the time. And also like when you have to change costumes, when you look your best, and you can't show that you're tired, even if your call sheet is like for 6 hours and you have like 70 looks you have to go through. That's like different shoes. Sometimes you might even have to change inner garments. How do you do
you're feeling like a dragon lady actually inside, but then on the outside, it's like, you have to look good, you have to pose, you have to bring that good energy.
Correct.
And I hope that whoever has worked with me doesn't have too many complaints.
But how many looks do you change at a photo shoot? Just...
Oh gosh, I think the most would be about 60 to 70. In a day, that was quite intense. There are still days where there are like 40, 50 outfits and it can get really exhausting. But like I said, you just switch on and just be like, nope, see it through. And I'm someone, I give 200% into whatever I take on. So just give it my best and just, enjoy the experience.
That's amazing. We're so happy to see you on all these pages, and you look great. So that's amazing. Like, now let's speak about the name change.
Okay.
You're like James Bond these days. The Bond.
The name's De Bond.
Yeah,
So,
it's kind of cool.
thank
Cool name.
you. So it's actually my mom's maiden name.
Right.
It didn't come out of thin air. I think I mean I hadn't explained
Let
this
me
to
come up
people,
with a nice
so
name.
yeah, I think people just assume I came up with De Bond, and I'm like, oh my gosh, no, I'm not, that bad. Um, so it's a lot to do with this whole thing about my identity and
Right.
redefining what my identity is. It's giving back to my mom, who's been like my number one supporter.
And you're
Whatever
rocking.
I undertake, she's on board. She's like, oh my gosh, okay, what's next for you? And, how's it going? She's always checking up on me. So I thought, in a way, it's not that I'm rejecting my dad's surname or anything. It's not to disrespect him, but this had more to do with this personal journey for me.
Right. And also, there's always, I think, why they give you that right to change your name at any given time is the fact that you find connection. Sometimes we don't have the right to sometimes never pick our birth names because we're like given that christened and
Exactly.
everything. And
We
when
have no
you
choice.
Yeah, but when you think about it, eventually, if you want to make a change, there's a legal system that you can do it through.
It's a process, but I thought, you know what? I want to do this.
Yeah,
So,
and I think it's if
yeah.
it makes you happy. And your mom has played such an inspirational role in your life. It could be your dancing, it could be your modeling, whatever it is. Yeah,
For sure.
so that's
Yeah.
remarkable. So now, Roshini, this is very unfair. Okay, you provide people chocolate biscuit pudding, and now they are gaining some weight. Next thing you know, you're doing something to make them lose weight. It's really unfair. You are really thought of the market strategies. Like, make a deal, kaagam, eat was a ketuen, kan
Yeah, I've got your cheat meal and I've got your healthy meal sorted. Yeah.
How unfair, man. Like, you are definitely not the one I want to be next to. You're like, today I'll give you a biscuit pudding. Now from tomorrow onwards, you're on a diet.
Yeah.
So
Something like that.
Tell me about these two ventures. I know the biscuit pudding has been around for some time now.
It has, and that again is tied to my mom's side of the family, and
Yeah.
the recipe is traced back about 3-4 generations. It's at least 100 years old, possibly more.
Right.
An interesting fact is, so I did a bit of research, and Mari biscuits were developed, I could be wrong, but I think it was in the 60s. So
Right.
before that, they were using a different biscuit and still doing the biscuit pudding, preparing the exact recipe.
Right.
And I think my great-grandmother made her own biscuits, or like a milk biscuit, and made the biscuit pudding. So,
Wow. I'm sure that would have been
yeah,
super.
must have
Like
been
whole
amazing. So that's
biscuits.
something I'm also exploring right now.
Oh, wow. It's a lot of
Yeah.
work, but I'm sure it's
It
super nice.
is. And like I do everything from, the sourcing, packaging, delivery. It's like I go in my car, we do like a full round for Bonds and my other business, Hourglass Kitchen, with my business partner. So it's a lot of work, but it's also really rewarding at the end of the day.
You stack the pudding by yourself as well?
Yes, everything is done by me.
That's a lot of work, though.
It is. And also, if that recipe goes out, my mom will have a fit. She's there. That generation, recipes are so closely guarded, She's like, don't share this with anyone. Even if you get help, make sure they don't know like how you make it.
Yeah.
So
Because I must say, I had my grand-aunt who was, her Christmas cake was just out of this world.
okay.
None of us know what the recipe is, and she's gone. So,
no.
and
No one wrote it down or saved it.
No, she didn't even tell anyone.
Oh my God.
So we are just left with like, once upon a time we had this good rich cake for Christmas. That's about it. So it's sad, sometimes they just don't like, but at least she has given it to you, which is a good thing.
Yes, and what I love is so many families have this story, especially in Sri Lanka, right? They pass down this amazing legacy, and I just love the variety we have. Even biscuit pudding alone, there's so many options,
True. Yeah. I know. Limitless, no? Some use mousse, some use like icing, some have the hard, soft biscuits.
There's something to suit everyone. That's the beauty of it. Yeah.
You know, talking about this, I just wanted to ask you, this hourglass,
Yes.
is it named after your figure?
No, not at all. I do not have an hourglass figure, I think.
So tell me
Um,
about that picture.
okay. The concept behind that is, in a nutshell, my business partner, my good friend Neenal, and I,
Mm,
so we were neighbors living in the same apartment building.
mm,
And this was during the first lockdown. So we'd call each other
right.
up every day and be like, oh, what shall we make today? Let's explore something new and exotic in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And then after a few weeks, this became really tedious, preparing elaborate meals and
Yeah.
almost on a daily basis. So we thought, right, we still want to eat well now that we've opened this door. How can we shorten this time in the kitchen? So
Mm,
then we started, once we got that going and we realized, okay, now, it kind of then projected itself onto everything. We started innovating in the kitchen. So
right.
the whole concept of hourglass is you can prepare a dish in under 20 minutes.
Oh,
Easy.
wow.
Yeah, 3 simple steps, and everything's just provided for you. It's all bottled and packaged. You just pop it on the pan, or if it's a dip, you just have it straight off the jar. And the whole idea is to make your life easier in the kitchen, but still eat healthy and eat fresh food. And there's no preservatives. So, yeah, that's like the whole idea behind this.
That's amazing. That means it's literally just going from one person who has prepped it for you in all comfort and to
Yes,
your plate. Literally, you don't have
we've
any
done
of the
all
per-
the hard work. Exactly.
Yes, I know. And can people subscribe to it saying that, okay, we need every meal, every day?
We're getting there, but for the moment,
No, because
don't
I'm
put us
like,
in trouble right now.
oh, that's a good idea. But isn't it such a cool thing that I think as you all grow as a
Yeah,
business, I'm sure that will be a solution for so many, and especially who
for
opt for
sure.
like unhealthy options because they need something on the go.
Exactly. I mean, think of it as like a quick fix meal, and
But
it's like we've tried this with non-cooks, and for them it was such a joy to create, like, for example, like a Thai dish in
yeah,
minutes.
wow.
It's that simple.
It's a great concept, though.
Thank you.
Now, have to ask you, you have been on stage for such a long time.
Mhm.
You have choreographed some of the performances I have been.
Yes.
Of course, we find shortcuts of fudging the moves a little bit. But
Hmm.
Roshni always gives us
Yes.
according to our talent. You will just wave your finger like this, and that's about it. The others will do the rest for you.
Danu, keeping you in check is my biggest challenge.
Yeah. It's a bit of a problem. It has been coming down generations, I promise you.
Yeah.
So, tell me, now that we have seen you on stage in
Yeah.
multiple roles, would we ever see you on screen? Because there are a lot of local talent that's been discovered these days, and it's great to see Sri Lankans expanding.
Well, I can't talk too much about it, but there
Oh,
have been a few doors have opened. Some currently in talks for possible production next year. So, screen, as in,
is
for
it
a film.
English? Sinhalese?
English, it's not a local production. So,
Hindi?
no.
Just
What
asked all
are
the
you
languages
trying
that
to
I could think
do?
of. Getting a clue here, getting a clue.
But for the moment, I can't divulge too much, but
Right.
we'll definitely have a chat, if
Oh,
it
that's
comes through. And yeah,
That's amazing, though. Well done.
thank you.
Even the fact that you have been considered and the doors have been at least unlocked and not at least open is a great thing.
Yes, I mean, I was even surprised to get, I mean, this is a different project that I just talked about, but about 2 months ago, I got a call from a casting agency in Europe for a Netflix show.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and even just having that dialogue, of course, I turned it down for personal reasons. I know it was a really tough decision, but you know me, Danu, I think about stuff a lot before I take on a project. So I thought about it a lot, and I can't reveal why, but
Mm.
I made the decision not to. But even just having that conversation with them was amazing. and I learned so much from them.
Amazing, amazing. I know it'll be such a great honor to see local talent on the screens of Netflix. And I really wish that you'll be the one who is breaking that barrier for all of us in Sri Lanka so that,
I believe Sri Lankans have already. There have been some Sri Lankans and South Asians featured already. But I mean, it would be amazing to definitely join.
Like, you are like, me, for that conversation, that'd be amazing. But amazing. I know you have a busy weekend, and we both woke up for this interview.
Yes.
Your cat has literally gone to sleep behind you.
She's definitely expressing what I'm feeling. I'm joking. I actually enjoy being here.
She's like, Italy too. Yes, they are rocking in Italy too. Yeah, that is the local talent in Sri Lankans who are in Italy, which is true. Yeah, people are writing. Anyway,
sure. It's amazing.
Thank you so much, Roshini, and I really hope your journey continues in the most amazing path. Roshini was recently on date with Danu, and it was fun having her as well. In terms of Roshini, when she walks in, there's always this wow factor in everyone. I think my cameraman was so happy after you came. They were like, oh. They all had that rejoiceful face. They're like, that is me. They're like, Api Roshni will focus karamu. Which was very good. I know when I lose screen time, that's because I have someone just too pretty there. So that's what happened.
No, but Roshni, you are beautiful as you are. So no one can eclipse you.
Thank you. Following the script. Roshni, all the very best. Lots of love and have a good Sunday.
You too, Danu. Bye.
Take care. So that was Roshni joining me today on Danu Teka Vinadi Dayakwatna. You know how to exit?
Yes, I do. Okay. Bye.
Bye. So, thank you so very much for the chat. It's been absolutely wonderful. She has great ventures happening. Do follow it up. And I would also like to say a big thank you to Vita White. You guys are amazing, radiant skin, and beyond all of that, you can say bye to all those blemishes and those black marks that may be making you feel uncomfortable, because they have a solution for you. All right, thank you so very much for joining us. We'll see you soon with another cool episode 2 down at Tekavinadi Dayakwatna. Till then, you keep smiling. It's a wrap, and I hope you're having a wonderful season.
දිනපතා රාත්‍රී නිින්දට පෙර හොඳින් සෝදා පිරිසිදු කරගත් මූණට විටා වයිට් සීරමය මෘදුව ආලේප කරන්න. පසුදා උදෑසන මූණ හොඳින් සෝදා හරින්න. පැහැපත් පැහැදිලි නිකෙලෙල් දිදුලන සමක් ලබා දෙන සීරම් නාමය විටා